right, Seth?
All right, we have head coach Paul Sater, Northern State University, senior Seth Deshawn, and Titus Thorson. Northern State finished the season 23-9. Coach, if you'd like to start with an opening statement.
Well, I just, you got to credit Central Mo. I think they're defending champions. They're a very good team. They're a very physical team, and I think the physicality and some of that athleticism early was something we tried to make some adjustments to just on the floor. And they got us transition defense. But it was just the pace of it. We didn't stay with it so well early on. Very good team. I thought as the game went on, our guys kind of found their rhythm and niche. I thought we got some very good looks throughout. That we had some opportunities early from the free throw line to get back. I thought we had some opportunities at the rim, and we had some opportunities from three to continue to climb back in. But it was, we sometimes those go and sometimes they don't. But the competitive spirit that our guys showed, and it starts with these two and our other senior, Mitch White. They're just three very highly competitive guys that want to make plays and want to do all they can to help this team. And just been proud to coach these three guys. And when you're down, whatever we were down at halftime, it's nothing that we haven't seen this year against very good teams that we haven't had an opportunity to come back and either beat or give ourselves a chance. And so at halftime, we just felt if we could start getting some stops. And I felt offensively they couldn't. I shouldn't say they couldn't. Offensively, I felt like we did a very good job executing. We just didn't finish and score. I thought the second half we did a better job of executing and scoring and then getting some stops and climbing back in. But they're a very good team, and they're a very well-coached team, and they got some guys that can really make some plays. And at the end of the day, we had a couple opportunities to make some late because we made plenty of them early, within the second half. We just didn't make a couple of them late, and again, they did. And I think that ends up being the difference in the game.
Seth, you guys would cut it to a one-possession game a few times in the late second half. What was kind of preventing you guys from getting over that final hump? Was it just missed shots, defensive lapses? What do you kind of attribute that to?
Well, I guess maybe some defensive lapses we had. I think towards the end, we missed some opportunities. I missed the offensive or defensive board that I should have gotten, but I think it was overall our defense and our rebounding that we should have, maybe helped a little bit to help us win the game, but it didn't fall our way. So.
Biden is when 4 of 23 from beyond the arc. I'm guessing that's probably not happened very often ever in your time there. What kind of bothered you guys from the three-point line today?
I don't know if there's a specific thing that bothered us exactly. Obviously, they're a good defensive team. Being the defending national championships, you don't get to that position without being a good defensive team, so you got to give them some credit. And then also, like Coach said, I think we had some good looks that, starting with myself, that we just didn't knock down. And, when you're not knocking down shots, sometimes, threes lead to long rebounds, which I think in the first half they were kind of pushing the ball up on us in transition a little bit because we were missing threes and, long rebounds were coming out. And I think that was a little bit of the trouble in the first half.
Seth, what was it like going against their big guys? Obviously, they had the kind of the height advantage, but I didn't really feel like you guys were, they get outmatched that hard, I guess. But what was it like going against those guys?
It's definitely a battle for sure. Both those posts are very good, and I give them credit for what they've done and what they've done this season, and I wish them good luck for the rest of the season. But it was a great battle. But.
Coach, you guys took Augie to overtime, the top teams of the country. You hung with the defending national champs pretty much for 40 minutes. What have you learned about your team in the last couple of weeks when you guys are kind of seemed like you got all the momentum and could make a big run?
Well, I think it's something we learned about our team early in that these guys don't give in. The guy to my left here, Tyden's had 2 ACL surgeries. He hasn't given up. He's rehabbed for 2 years to try to get back out there, and his competitive spirit shows that when he plays. They're guys that are trying to always make plays. A guy like Seth, One of his first games he played in was at Butler when he was the best rebounder on the team, or on the floor, as a freshman. And you knew we had something special there. They're just guys that don't worry about a scoreboard. They don't worry about what they're up against. They just worry about what can we do to help and how can we make plays. So I think we learned that about these guys a while back, but I think from a team standpoint, and you throw Mitch White in the same category. Defensively, he doesn't make many mistakes. Offensively, tonight I think he had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, one turnover. Mitch does so much for our team, and they're just 3 guys that, they're kind of all a little ornery. They all like each other. They all do an outstanding job within our team to kind of keep guys' mindsets right. And when things aren't going our way, or when things are going our way, they've always showed great leadership in just keep working, keep grinding, keep fighting, scratching, clawing. And it comes from those 3 guys and the culture, I'd like to think, in our program. And 2 good teams, Augie and Central Mo. We've had a lot of good teams throughout this year. I think our league's a very good league. That league prepares us for this game. And again, you take both of those games, and it's just some missed opportunities that we put ourselves in a situation because we made plays, but at the end of the day, we just didn't make a couple of those plays that we could have made to finish it. And if that doesn't sting, then there's something wrong. It should sting. That's what makes us great. That's what makes us fun. So it's something, the opportunity. I told these guys a few weeks back, really wanted to see these 3 seniors with an opportunity to play in a regional and then go there and see what happens. And you hate to see this season end because of the people you're working with every day.
Questions? Kind of dovetail off that. You came into the season, it had been a few years since you'd gone to regionals. Obviously, everybody came in kind of heavy heart after Coach Meyer passed away. How are you going to reflect on this year once you've taken some time past this game? And do you think it exceeded or met your expectations?
You try to go into a season thinking about improving and getting better. We definitely felt we had the right mix of guys on our team. We've had to deal with some injuries this year, so we've had to change our team kind of as the season went a little bit from mono and broken foot to tore up shoulders. I mean, there's different things we went through, as a lot of teams go through. But again, the resiliency of these guys, when we had to kind of change the team, they continue just to work. From a program standpoint, we were close to maybe knocking on a door 2 years ago with Colin Pryor and Dustin Tetzloff as seniors, Jeffrey Furman. We just, again, didn't push through the way we needed to. But it's a great step. I told our other guys in our locker room, these 3 seniors have laid it out there for us, physically, mentally, have laid it out there for us. And it'd be a shame if they think for a second, from our freshmen to all of our returners, that this was easy getting here. And I'd like to think that they all understand what these 3 guys have gone through to get it here. Good, bad, otherwise. It's a lot of tough love, tough times. But they've done it by being great teammates. And so I'd like to think our program culturally and with you see a young guy like DJ Pollard and what he can do as a freshman. We got some young guys that we think can really, talent-wise, keep pushing this program further. What we got to find out is, from a program standpoint, toughness-wise and the stick-to-itiveness, can we continue to do it? Because we lose a lot of that with these 3 guys. They don't give in. It torques you off sometimes. They'll make you mad here and there, but I'm telling you what, there's a total trust in the level of commitment and competitive spirit they bring that, as a coach, that consistency is what you want. And I'm so proud of those 3 guys for what they've done from a leadership standpoint, community standpoint, and the impact they've had at Northern State and in our basketball program. Because it's something that they left a footprint, and that's huge. And they can be proud of that forever.